After testimony is done, the referee should give you and your employer a chance to provide a closing statement. One time a referee tried to skip closing statements or forgot about them, so if that happens to you, make sure you bring it up. Your closing statement is your opportunity to summarize why you think you should win. I recommend preparing a closing statement in advance, either with a bullet point list or even by writing it all out. Keep in mind, though, that depending on what happens during the hearing, you might need to adjust your closing statement as you give it. But having something prepared can be helpful in organizing your thoughts and making sure you address the most important points to support your case. I recommend keeping your closing statement to about 1 to 3 minutes, depending on how complex your case is. Just don't go on forever because the referee could get annoyed or even bored. During your statement, you'll want to point out the facts that are most helpful to your case and the testimony and other evidence that supports those points. It might also be helpful to mention some of the specific laws that apply to your case. For example, part of a statement in a case of alleged misconduct might go something like this. My employer says it fired me because I missed work for 2 days without calling in. As I testified, I missed work for those 2 days because my mother experienced a medical emergency and I was in the emergency room at the hospital with her. We've reviewed the emergency room bills from those days to prove I was there. And as my cell phone records show, I attempted to call my supervisor twice during that time, but he didn't answer. I didn't violate any rule or policy of the company. I was the only one who could help my mother during a time of urgent need, and I tried to contact my supervisor twice. The law says misconduct requires an element of wrongfulness and a deliberate violation of the employer's rules. By helping my mother, I definitely didn't intend to break any rules. In fact, I called in twice. There is no element of wrongfulness here, and misconduct has not been established. I should be eligible for benefits. Of course, this is only an example of a basic structure that might help. You'll need to come up with the closing statement that makes the most sense for your case. During your closing statement, remember to speak up and to be confident. Be respectful and stick to the law and the facts of the case. It might even be helpful to thank the referee for his or her time and effort. Present the best case you can for yourself and then hope the referee sees it your way.